A German hero, the carpenter Elsner versus the Führer Hitler, or the 13 minutes that could change the bloody history. Many consider November the 9th to be a fateful date for Germany. But it was 13 minutes on November the 8th of 1939 that really changed the course of the 20th century history. A carpenter from southern Germany, Johann Georg Elsa, almost managed to assassinate Hitler before World War II had engulfed the continent and the world. For decades after the war, though, he remained largely forgotten. In 2009, the city of Munich inaugurated an unusual kind of monument to commemorate this heroic attempt. An artistic work, entitled 8th November 1939, was formally presented in Türkenstraße on October 27, 2009, in the street where Elsa was renting a hotel room. This has put a trembling end to a years-long citizen struggle to commemorate Mr. Elsa. Elsa's plot, a bomb explosion in a hall where Hitler was giving a speech, is widely considered one of the most important of the many attempts to stop the Nazi movement and the Second World War.
Ich habe den Krieg verhindert.
Is it always there already, or is it new?
Yeah, I read when we were coming in November, and I was like, November.
I never recognized it because it's like at the wall and it's not like in the middle of the place or something.
Either you should like make signals to show the people they pass around, and then there's like the sign to show. Like. He was a professor.
Kurt Eisner, einem Helden gegen den Nationalsozialismus.
Did some resistance in during the Nazi time in Germany.
To stand up against nationalism is always the right thing to do.
Gewisses Attentat im Bürgerbräu-Keller auf Adolf Hitler. Leider hat Adolf Hitler ein paar Minuten vor dem Bombenexplosion den Bürgerbräu-Keller verlassen und somit ist er diesem Attentat, es ist kein Attentat, sondern dieser Heldentat entgangen.
I never thought that this is like electronic. I always thought it's like this. I never realized it's made of plastic.
And I think it's a bit complicated to understand. I think just from walking by, nobody will ever have a clue what this is. It could be anything. It could even be a commercial advertisement for something.
21 sat i 20 minuta se to pali. Onda se može jednu pola minute gori i onda se ugasi, pa onda se opet upali, pa se opet ugasi, tako ide jedno 3-4 minute.
Would like to see it at night. Think it's more impressive. The Germans think that it's good when you have things to remember what has happened, then they don't do the same mistake again.
Yeah, maybe because it's written in a circle so that you should never forget it, and it's a date written down, so like to remember the date, what happened there, to remember the name, and you know that bad things happened, and it's just maybe a statement, so you put the name for a place so that, I don't know, I think it's not in a bad meaning, it should be good.
I think it's good that someone did something. Maybe I would have done it in another way, but that's not important. It was important to set a sign about the happening.
As everything concerning National Socialism in Munich, it's very late, of course.
For example, when I'm in Berlin and stuff like that, there are a lot of monuments, and it feels like kind of nice to me because I feel, like they don't forget or they don't ignore it, and people are aware of it. And here it's like you don't really feel it. Even on the really important places or critical places where bad things happen, there is not really any sign or clear sign about that.
I don't know. Is it for the killed people, the monument, or is it for Georg Elser?
Da wurden keine Familienmitglieder umgebracht, es wurden nur die verletzt worden sind oder auch eventuell getötet wurden, nur Nationalsozialisten getötet.
Und was ich finde, ein Denkmal, das an so jemand Besonderen erinnert, das sollte Hirn und Herz erfassen, beides.